Retro Kev here again with another video. 2 videos in one day I'm making. I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought, right, I'm just going to crack on. Had a shower, a cup of coffee, and here I am. This one is my PlayStation 1 collection. I was watching Retro Red Steve. He's got a YouTube channel, gaming YouTube channel, Retro Gaming. I'll put his link below. Great channel. And he put his PlayStation 1 collection. He bolted on his top 5 PS1 games. I thought I'm going to do the same. I haven't got a great massive collection. As I said, back in the day, I only had 5 or 6 games for each sort of console I owned, and I've really been picking them up over the years, and quite recently, really, I'm in a position to do so. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to pick up these games. So without any more on it, I'm just going to crack on with my PS1 collection. They're in no real order. There are some I've been given, some I'm not, really great fan of, but I'll go through them all. This one, Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. I used to really like this game. It had sort of some filming bits in, and it was quite a nice game. I know it's got its critics, but yeah, I really liked that one. This one, embarrassed to say, if you've watched my other video today about the games I feel shamed to have owned and not played, this is one of them. Metal Gear Solid. Death Trap Dungeon. I've not played this much, but quite a nice game. Quite an interesting one. Hogs of War. Great Rick Mail. He did some voice work on this game, and I have to admit, like I said in the other video, I've not really played it. It's just one of those ones I really wanted to own because of Rick Mail. But yeah, Hogs of War. A very humorous game, by all accounts. Exhumed. I did a video on this. I picked it up very recently at a retro gaming shop near me, but a really nice shooter, first person style shooter, but yeah, nice enjoyable game. Well, what can you say? Time Crisis. Really love this game. I don't have the gun anymore. I used to have the gun. I used to obviously be able to play on CRT. Back in the day, I had quite a big CRT TV, what felt big at the time, 28 inches. But I used to love playing this game. Really big fan of the arcade game. Fantastic. Time Crisis. Now, this is my probably my most valuable game in my collection. Picked it up at my charity shop up the road. £3 I think I got it for. I think it's worth about £40 to £50. But Cooler World, a really interesting game. Really love this game. Play it quite often. I love me sort of collections of old games. This is an Atari anniversary game. It's got some classic Atari games on there, Missile Command, etc. Love a bit of these collections. I've got some Tomb Raider games in here. Tomb Raider Chronicles. Not really played this one too much. Tomb Raider 3, Adventures of Lara Croft. Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. So I've got plenty of Tomb Raider to catch up on. Now, picked this up very recently. Richard Red Steve, he put me onto this Sorcerer's Maze on the PlayStation. I love a bit of Breakout, Arkanoid style game. Really love this one. Great. This is one I enjoyed, although it used to drive me crazy. Spider-Man 2. Yeah, really like this game. Oh, it's tough. It's a tough game, but really enjoy it. Now, this one I did a video on as well, and Colony Wars. I really thought this was a terrific game. Sort of arcade action, a bit of strategy, but if you like a sort of game that's not full-on strategy, but it's got a bit of both, Colony Wars, it's a really good game. The Tutorial from Hell, Driver. I only passed this tutorial about 3 years ago. I had it when I was a sort of young man, and I just couldn't do it. I've done it now, and actually doing it, it's actually not that hard, but at the time it felt really difficult. Good game, Driver. Now, I put this in my other video. Shamed to say I haven't really played it, but I had to have it. GTA 2. Top quality stuff, GTA. I love GTA 1. I sank a lot of hours into it. Micro Machines V3. Love Micro Machines games. There's something about them. The whole thing about the cars being tiny, going along sort of desktops with sort of rulers and sort of rubbers from when you're a school kid and stuff on the tables and stuff. Telephones. But great. Love Micro Machines. Oh, classic. Now, I'm not massively into driving games, but Gran Turismo. This was an exceptional game. Had a fantastic intro. Blew me away when I saw the intro. But yeah, Gran Turismo. Classic. Apocalypse. Gone under the radar a little bit, this one. Bruce Willis. It's a really, really playable game. Really fun game. I sank quite a few hours into this one. Now, very recently picked this up. Ashamed to say, as I am a huge Resident Evil fan, Dino Crisis. Really happy to have this. I was bought it for Christmas, but yeah. Went under the radar for me, but obviously is a classic, and a lot of people are really wanting a remake, and I hope they do. It's a good game. Right, we're going to go into some that have been given and I don't play or have not played that much. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I have played this. Like a bit of a sort of skating game, skateboard game, but I'm just not too clever at them. Yep. Not really played this. Power Rangers Time Force. I remember being given a bundle of games by somebody. So 6 or 7 games actually. It was kind of them to give them to me. But I've not really played this one. Bit of Power Rangers. Obviously remember the TV show. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command PlayStation. Played this actually, it was pretty good. So yeah, I love a bit of Toy Story. Think they're classic movies. So yeah, bit of Buzz Lightyear. Now quite enjoy pinball. Got a friend of mine who's really into pinball on computers and consoles, and yeah, true pinball. It's quite a nice game, this one, really, really good. And as I say, I love a pinball game. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I don't know anybody who doesn't have this in their collection. It just seems to be there, knocking about. You always see it in charity shops, but yeah, got a bit of that. Not really into football games, but this is one of the ones I was given. FIFA Road to World Cup. David Beckham on the front. As I say, I'm not the best at football games. I really, really struggle on them, but yeah, don't play them that much. Love a boxing game though. Knockout Kings. Oh, I love a boxing game. My favourite games, boxing, is it Fight Night 2. It's up there on the PS3. Oh, I absolutely love that boxing game. Really, really brilliant. Also, don't mind a bit of a fishing game. Saltwater sport fishing. Yeah, like a bit of that. Got some fishing games on the PS4. With these ones that you sort of, you know, download. But they're really, really quite a chill out games, the fishing games. Track and Field International. Who doesn't love a bit of track and field? Top Stuff. Used to love track and field in the arcade. Absolutely brilliant. Another one I was given. Disney Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Not really played this, but yeah, some of the Disney games, there's no doubt they're quite good and quite well made. Another one, Disney, The Emperor's New Groove. Not really played. As with any of these, if you got knowledge of them, some of the ones I'm saying, oh, I didn't really play, let me know. Like, I might be sort of just showing a game that's pretty much of a gem and I don't even know. But yeah. Now this one nearly got into my top 5. Bust a Move 2. It's an absolute classic. A great game to play a co-op with somebody, but just a really, really fun and exceptionally playable game. Right, this one, considering I'm not into racing games, this was very close to my top 5. Ridge Racer. What a brilliant game. Everything about it looked fantastic. Played supremely well. And the first, I think, or one of the very first PS1 games. An absolutely brilliant game. Now, got some Resident Evil here because anyone who knows me is going to have Resident Evil in my top 5. But I was only going to have one. But these are the other ones. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis. Who can forget Stars? Absolutely brilliant game. And I've got, obviously, Resident Evil 2, many people's favourite Resident Evil, another absolute classic. The stuff where you walked around the PlayStation and stuff. What a brilliant game that is. Alien Trilogy, another good game, quite like this one. Back in the day, anything to do with Alien, big fan of Alien, especially the first 2 films, absolutely mind-blowing. But yeah, who doesn't like a bit of aliens when they're doing a bit of gaming? We're getting there now. Final Fantasy VII. This was close to making my top 5. I never really completed it, but there was something about this game. It was, you just felt like you were being taken into this world, and you know what, the music, the sort of everything about it. Final Fantasy VII is obviously a classic. Yes, I did sink quite a lot of time into that one. Now we're getting to the end. As I say, I didn't have a huge collection, but Grand Theft Auto, I loved this game when it first came out. Just, I don't know, it felt a bit sort of, you know, really, really sort of graphic, and the stuff about mugging people and all that, it was quite a thing at the time. you know, there was a lot of outrage about it, really. But yeah, I love a bit of Grand Theft Auto on the PS1. Now I've got there to my top 5. Now this one isn't in there, but I have to have a special mention for this because I'm a great lover of music. I like tinkering around, writing a bit of music. The very start of my videos, you have that bit where you see Retro Kevo on the blue background, and a bit of music goes down, 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 down. Now that was made on this music creation for the PlayStation. I loved this. I spent many hours writing music. Well, you're not really writing, but you put the building blocks for music, and I really loved it. I spent a lot of time playing this. Now to my top 5. They're not in any order. Well, my number 1, I suppose, will be my number 1, but the rest are games that I really loved. And I always say I'm not into fighting games, but I love Tekken 2 on the PlayStation 1. The intros and everything, when they first came out, these games, they were brilliant, the intros, when they introduced the fighters and stuff. I remember seeing them on demos, and I really played this a lot. Also, I didn't find it that tough. Some fighting games are extremely difficult. You've got to learn so many moves, which I have trouble with. But Tekken 2, I really love this game. I could put it on now and have great fun playing it. Another one, Oddworld Odyssey. I love this game. I love a quirky game, and this really is a very quirky game, but it's a superb platformer. The details of the graphics and the playability, I just really love this, and I play it now quite a lot. Now I'll leave the number 1, but I get to the 3 now. Die Hard Trilogy. This is superb. 3 games in one. Every one of them is brilliant. My favourite is probably the sort of the shooter one, the one where you sort of first person shooter. You're in the airport, then you go out into the snow and everything. That is extremely playable, and the others as well. The one where you go up the building, and obviously the driving one. So much humour and just so playable. I think this is the game I probably sank the most hours in on the PlayStation 1. Now, Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider. I was about 20 or whatever when the PlayStation came out, and I was sort of in bedsit land, and not a great time in my life really, but these games and games like Tomb Raider really helped me. I remember I'd sink many hours late into the night. You felt like you were taken to a different world, along with Lara Croft. What a character and what a game. I've so much nostalgic feeling for this game, and the music was sublime, just brilliant. And obviously my last game, and my number 1 is Resident Evil. I think a lot of people would argue, and they probably like Resident Evil 2 on the PS1 anyway. It's probably better, but being the one that introduced the Resident Evil series, it's an absolute classic. I really loved Resident Evil 1. A bit like the Tomb Raider, I sank many hours, and still play this on a PS1 on occasion, because for me it's an all-time classic. But there you go, that is my PS1 collection and my top 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments on any of the games I own there, let me know. And I'd love to see your collection. I know many people have put theirs out there. And, all the people I subscribe to, apologies if I don't comment as much as I'd like to, but it's just finding the time to watch all the videos. But I always try to watch them. But yeah, really interested to see people's PS1 collections. Anyway, that's it for now. Until the next video. Now look after yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.